Well, guys, the other day, Frog, Red, and I got some really interesting vehicles together, went for a trail, and this was the result. Hope y'all enjoy. This thing is sick, though. Like, full coilover setup and giant axles. What kind of, like, what size would the tires on this thing be? Like a 48? 7? Something like that?
Ish.
Ish?
Something about that.
Somewhere
I
between...
can't remember if they're the same size or a little bigger than the ones on her actual Escalade, the 44s. I think they're a little bigger.
I texted
Okay.
you on the side of the hood.
Let me jump in the 54s and drive over real quick.
Let's see.
If you can see that.
If I can see what?
The underside of my hood, I textured it.
Oh, that looks really good, actually. I love the little vents. But no, I can see the textures underneath the hood, and then... You redid the headers, too, right? Yeah, you did.
Right.
Yeah, I think they're 48s on the Escalade.
Probably, because those are 50, what, 4s?
Yeah, these are 54s.
My tires are 42s.
It's okay, these ones are only 36s or 38s on the Beetle.
On the well, I mean, the Beetle... But the Beetle is like... It literally drives like an insect, though. It's like a weird 6x6 rear dually setup thing. It's not normal.
Oh, it's amazing, though.
Really?
I have to say it's amazing, yeah.
Like, in terms of, like, what? Like, trails or just everything?
Just everything. Like, there's, like, bottoming out isn't a huge issue. I mean, it's a little bit of one, but not as bad as you would think.
Because the first time I looked at it, I was like, oh my god, this is going to scrape on everything. And then I was like, well,
yeah,
maybe not.
Yeah, I mean, and it has collision axles as well, so you can lift it up from what it sits at when you spawn it in, so.
Yeah.
Got the twin turbo LS. This is actually where the LS first got put in.
Really? So that was like the test bed for that LS, like long before like the Chevy mud truck and everything?
Pretty much. It was like when I was like, all right, I need a new motor. I need something badass. And then I found it on, I actually pulled it from Street Legal Racing Redline.
I mean, it looks great. I've never had any like complaints about the motor. I think that was like when I first reviewed the Chevy. One of the very first things I commented on was how good the motor looks. So.
Right. Like it's an amazing little motor.
Oh my god, now I can actually finally see the textures on Red's canopy. Because I remember that was like the biggest issue for the longest time for me. Like I couldn't see the textures on the canopy.
Are all my textures actually textures now? Are none of them white finally?
No, yeah, it actually, like, the whole thing looks correct.
Wow.
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 Wow. God, I remember
It's kind of funny
map.
listening to this thing in low gear, though, for long periods of time.
Mm-hmm.
Because it sounds like you're, like, shifting through the gears in low.
Yeah. This thing, every time I let off the gas, it just starts potatoing.
Potatoing, in what sense, though?
It's the sense of the idle. My only concern with it is I feel like if I have to come off of something really, really steep, both forwards or backwards, I'm going to have a problem, but...
Well, see, that's why you use the lift, and you lower it if you feel uncomfortable in the situation.
That's fair. Wait, whoa, what is the...
Wait, did I put... Yeah, I think it has the controlled constraint for it as well. And
You've
not
got...
just lift 1 and 2.
This version has lift 1 and 2.
Okay, yeah, so I didn't put the controllable one in it.
But I think that's... I mean, that's probably in the pack update that we were talking about earlier. Whoa.
No, I probably just never did, honestly.
Oh, really?
I might throw it on there, though. Yeah.
Because most of your trucks have it now.
Yeah. Well, because they all have CDT axles for the most part.
Yeah.
Like, unless I do an IFS setup, then I don't do CDT axles. With the exception of the original Lacey Blair Escalade, the one that matches her real-life one.
Mm-hmm.
That one has CDT rear and IFS front.
Oh,
and
okay.
Let me tell you, coding on it was not fun.
Yeah, I'm sure it was not easy.
It was
At
very
all.
frustrating setting up like all my IKs, code, and everything.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna, like, sit right here on the handbrake and just wait for y'all to do your thing. Here, let me... Actually, I really want to watch the Beetle go through there.
The Beetle runs through it pretty nicely.
Dude, I should have updated that Bronco a long time ago. It looks so dang good. Like...
You think?
Yeah?
One of the last things I did for the last update on this was
Whoa.
animated steering linkage, kind of. Like,
Kind of.
it has hydro steering, but only half of it moves.
Oh, okay.
And the I made the wheels proper to where they actually pivot where they're supposed to pivot on the steering knuckles.
That's cool.
Because
Uh-oh.
on most mods, you'll see that when you steer, if they have animated steering and everything, it comes off and doesn't pivot on the right spot that it's supposed to on the axle.
Yeah, it's almost like you're steering from, like, the brake rotor. It's weird.
Yeah, but I fixed that.
Yeah.
For mint.
I just can't get over the suspension travel on this thing. It's insane. Like, for how big the tires are.
Oh yeah, that one was made to be a total crawler.
Yeah, I can tell. How is it in mud? It's like, okay.
Well, you can find out in a minute.
Yeah, probably.
No, remember there's a mud hole down here. Well, water.
Oh,
water
yeah,
and
that's
mud.
right.
I'd hate to say it, but I think we're supposed to go up this instead of down.
Are we?
It feels like
I
it.
mean,
I think this is the way I've
never
always...
driven up it.
Yeah, I've never driven up it either.
I feel like, to me,
I mean,
feel
it
like
would
we're
make
going the wrong way.
sense because, you know, like, theoretically, okay, if you were
Theoretically,
logging
it's
this
harder
map,
going uphill.
well, logging this map-wise, like, you wouldn't go down this, you would take the other route. So it would, you know, make sense to take this route up to get back, you know?
Most
Well,
most likely.
You know, when you're not logging with a semi, you know?
Yeah. No, I mean, you make a really good point. I mean...
Yep, there's full flex on here.
Oh, that looks really good.
I don't think I can get full flex here. This thing has a lot of it. Oh, my back tire was flexed for a second there. Like, insanely.
Oh,
It just
Like
looks
the
like it has a
back
lot of it
tire.
because it's a 6x6.
Well, the back tires
Yeah.
get the most flex.
the back ones have a lot of travel. Like the rear axle.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you
that's
think about
probably full flex on mine, though.
If you think about it, a vehicle with more than 4 wheels always has more flex than a vehicle with 4 wheels.
Yeah. Well, my rear suspension's where all my flex is for this.
Yeah.
Because the front, you know, I mean, extended control arms to get the axle out of the way of the front engine. You know, the oddness of a front engine Beetle.
Yeah, front engine Beetle is literally only a Beetle in body. Like, that's about
Yeah.
the only the only thing it retains from the Beetle itself.
But I mean, like, you know, what honestly is great about this build is Don wanted it built as, like, the first mod he had me build for him.
Mm-hmm.
And I had seen this thing years ago and thought it was like, amazing. Or, I don't know if it was years, but, like, whenever it first, like, showed up from the guy that made it,
Yeah.
like, I saw it and I was like, that's amazing. And, like, I just see it steadily
Go ahead.
every now and then since then.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really sick build.
6x6 dually insanity.
How big was the RC version? Like, I don't know if you remember the scale, probably not, but
He never set a scale on it.
okay.
It was hard. It was hard just making it. Like, I had to do so much custom stuff to it. Like, his design was just a base.
Oh, okay.
Because he only had, like, one small video and, like, one picture of it.
Oh god, so he didn't really do much, like, he didn't really put it out there all that much then.
No, he makes, like, all types of RC creations and posts them on, like, Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't respond to messages. And,
Oh.
you know... Like, I still have never heard anything back from him.
Jeez.
Like, to this day. And I asked him for more pictures because I was trying to make a 3D model of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Watch TC try to gap that and completely screw up his doors. Okay, never mind.
Ended up being okay. Although it would scare the crap out of me to actually do this without rock sliders. Like, it would literally be so terrifying.
I've got some rock sliders and a halves on this thing.
Oh, I know. Yours, I wouldn't worry about yours at all. This thing I might be a little bit more concerned about, but, you know, it's... Then again, I feel like, well, I was about to say I feel like this is probably worth more money in parts, but then again, at the same time, the Bronco's probably got nicer parts than the Escalade. I don't know.
I mean, you know, the Escalade with the full throttle suspension on it's way more expensive. But that's just like some Dodge 1-tons on there with like a custom grill and, you know, rock lights and such.
Rock lights and coilovers. I don't know which way to go. I'm going left.
Oh, there's a... Oh, hold up, TC. Go to the inside view, advanced, and hit seat panel.
Hang on.
Oh, no.
I totally forgot about that.
Hey, whoa.
Oh, God.
Hey, whoa.
Nothing happened. Oh, wait.
Look in the passenger seat.
Oh, what? Oh, what? Okay, that's pretty sick. Not gonna lie, that's pretty sick.
Got that hideaway nitrous.
Although, to be fair, I would, if I knew that was the case, I would literally never sit in that passenger seat for literally fear of dying. Like...
Oh, Red took the other way. I just noticed.
Yeah, I was trying to debate on which way to go. I decided to go right.
I mean, Lacey has a big old NOS bottle in a car seat in the third row seating of it, hers. So, you know.
Yeah, but that's far-ish away from like the driver area, so like it's a little bit less terrifying.
I mean, it's in a car seat though. It's just kind of sitting there, like, you know, if one of the straps ever breaks on that car seat, you have to slam on the brakes. That whole nitrous kick.
Don't talk to me or my child ever again.
Oh yeah, bud.
Oh, you make it there, bud.
Oh, all right. Hold up, I'm swolled up.
I'm trying to turn around. Not even turn around. I'm trying to like get out of your way.